Mr. Justin? Are you asleep? Mr. Justin?
Oh, good morning. How are you guys today? Excuse me while I get out of my tent here. Well, why am I in a tent today? Well, I heard the verses and it talked about stars. So I thought it might be a good idea to get out my tent, go camping, and look at the stars. But you know what? It's been kind of smoky lately, hasn't it? Has it been hard to see the stars? And I look up and I just don't see anything. Although last few days it's been clear enough to see the stars. So have you guys ever been camping? Have you ever laid out at night or sat in your chair and looked up and tried to count all the stars? I used to do that as a kid, and I always came up short. I'd always stop counting because I couldn't count all the stars. So that's a lot of stars. And you know what? In our story, Abraham was given a promise. He was told something, and he had to have something. Starts with an F. The word's called faith. And just like when we looked up and we saw the smoky skies and we couldn't see the stars, we had to have faith that the stars were still there, right? We knew that the stars were still there, right? And we had to have faith that they didn't go away. Just like Abraham had faith in God that his promise would be kept. Have you guys ever promised anything to your parents or to a friend? Have you guys ever been promised anything that maybe you didn't think would come true? Well, Abraham had to have a lot of faith because he was promised something that was kind of pretty unbelievable, that he was going to have a kid. And him and his wife are old. Are your grandma and grandpa old? Yeah, they're old. And do you think that if they told you, we're going to have a kid, you guys would think that that was true? Probably not. Because grandma and grandpas, when they're in their 50s and 60s and 70s, don't normally have kids. So it's kind of unbelievable. So do we have to have faith a lot? Do we have to have faith to believe in God? Because can we see God? No, but we have faith that he exists. We have faith that we are saved. We have faith that Jesus was here, and because of Jesus, he loves us, and we are saved. So remember, even though things aren't always what they seem, things aren't always the best, that we have to have faith. And another thing I think about when I think about stars is I might be here, and you might have a friend in Texas or in China or in any other country, and can they see stars? Yeah. And can you see stars? Yeah. So are we all connected? Just like we're connected to Abraham, we are all connected to each other. So can you guys pray with me? Dear God, thank you for faith.
Thank you for faith.
Thank you for connecting all of us.
Thank you for connecting all
Thank you
of
for
us.
always being there with us.
Thank you for always being there with us.
Amen.